All right, good Monday evening, everybody. This, I think, is going to be a fairly decent week ahead with the exception of Friday. Friday looks to be a wet day, but the rest of the week we're going to see cooler than average temperatures, and it's going to be drier than we usually see in late August with lower humidity. That was the case today. We are behind our second front in less than a week. You can see the north and northeast wind that we're seeing over Mississippi right now. That front is down around the state line, down into now south Louisiana. So there's your front. It's now south of Hattiesburg, moving into Louisiana, down around the Gulf Coast. Behind it, we've got high pressure coming in from the northwest, and that's going to give us those slightly cooler and drier conditions. Now, we're going to see some clouds, and there could be a sprinkle or two up to the north of us. Can't rule that out. But the air being drier now in central Mississippi, I think that's going to prevent any significant rain chances until we get to the end of this week. So until then, it's just going to be a temperature forecast, and those numbers tonight are going to be falling because dew points are lower. The temperature usually falls to close to the dew point level at night, where the dew point is. It's in the mid-60s right now, so that's where we're expected to be first thing in the morning. Just want to review what's happened so far in the month of August. Mid-August, hot and humid. Remember, we had those heat advisories and extreme heat warnings day after day after day, right around the middle of the month. And then on the 20th, we had that first of the two fronts came through. It was 97 degrees, and we got a lot of rain that afternoon, and then the next day, we cooled back to 91. Temperatures have tried to recover since then, and we're actually a degree or two above average. 93 on the 22nd, then 94 Saturday, 95 Sunday. But then the next front came through this morning, and temperatures have begun to drop behind that front. It was a dry front, but we're going to notice the difference with our temperature and lower humidity over the next couple of days through at least the middle of this week. Looking ahead to next week, the first week of September after Labor Day, and we're thinking we're going to see more of the same. We're going to see either rain cooling us down, or we're going to see fronts coming in from the north to cool us down. So we're expecting below average temperatures in that blue shaded area, mostly in the plains and over parts of the southeast, including much of the state of Mississippi. So it's looking good here over the next couple of weeks. Again, temperatures are going to be back into the mid to upper 60s in the morning. That's below the average of 71. And then tomorrow, temperatures are going to be cooler the farther north you live. Now, down in the Pine Belt, still warm. We're going to be at 90 in Hattiesburg, but their high today was 97. So 90 is a cool down. Today's high in Jackson was 93. Tomorrow, we're looking at 88. And again, it's going to be cooler the farther north you go. So we're looking at 84 in places like Yazoo City and Kosciuszko and Carthage. So feeling pretty nice out there for especially late August. So high pressure coming in behind the front is going to be our weather maker over the next couple of days. Notice that rain to the north of us kind of drying up as it tries to work eastward into the drier air. Eventually, though, we are going to see some rain moving in from that direction at the end of the week as that warm front nudges in our direction. So the humidity and the moisture is going to be coming back by, let's say, late Thursday going into Friday. So here's a look at the rain chances over the next 48 hours. Can't rule out a stray shower up to the north of us. I really just don't expect much of anything in our neck of the woods except just a mix of sun and clouds. Meanwhile, good news in the tropics as well. We had several areas of interest over the past several days. Now it's just down to one. One named storm, that is Fernand, which is now east of Bermuda, and that continues to head northeastward. And actually by about Wednesday, we think this is going to be downgraded back to a tropical depression, and well, we're going to be able to close the books on that storm, and there's no other areas of interest right now, so looks like it's going to be a quiet week ahead in the tropics, which is extremely unusual heading into Labor Day weekend. So forecast for tonight is going to be fair. Temperatures in the upper 60s. Then we're going to see that dry northeast wind tomorrow, which is going to keep our high temperature down below 90. We're not expecting a heat index, so this is how it's actually going to feel outside, and that is with mostly to partly sunny skies. 10% chance of rain. We're going to take the rain out of the forecast Wednesday and Thursday. Temperatures do try to recover once again in the afternoon, so we may make it up to 90 again by Thursday, but then we get the rain coming in Friday. That's going to keep temperatures cooler, and then behind the rain, Temperatures stay in the mid to upper 80s for highs through Labor Day weekend. Can't totally take the chance of rain out of the forecast on Labor Day, but I think most of it's going to be Friday, and then we'll see low chances for the rest of the holiday weekend. So it's certainly not going to be a bad holiday weekend. Temperatures are going to be okay, low chances of rain, and no threat of tropical weather. So overall, good news. All right, meteorologist Megan Hanna is going to be here first thing in the morning with your next weather update. Until then, have a good night.